You know, a lot of people believe that if they just hit the gym and load up on protein, their muscles will automatically get stronger. But the truth is, it doesn't always work that way. As we get older, our digestive system slows down. It doesn't absorb protein and especially collagen the way it used to. And that's why even if you eat plenty of protein, muscle loss, what we call sarcopenia, can still creep in year after year. Do you want me to keep translating the next parts like the chicken feet broth, white rice warning, etc., in the same natural conversational style so the whole script flows in English? Here's the English version of that section rewritten in a natural spoken style, like a doctor talking warmly to older viewers. There's something interesting most people don't realize in a chicken. The most nutrient-rich part isn't the breast or even the thigh, it's the feet. I know a lot of folks throw them away or only use them for flavor, but here's the truth. 1 cup of chicken feet broth can give you 15 to 18 grams of collagen. That's a huge amount compared to most other foods. I still remember one of my patients, Martha. She was 72. She loved doing gentle exercise, but she kept complaining that her knees and ankles were sore, like they couldn't support her weight anymore. I suggested something very simple: make broth from chicken feet and drink it a few times a week. 3 months later, she came back smiling and said, "Doctor, my legs feel stronger. I can go up the stairs without shaking anymore." And science backs this up. A study in South Korea found that older adults who drank chicken feet broth 3 times a week after just 4 months increased their leg strength by almost 30% and cut muscle pain nearly in half. You see, sometimes the simplest, most familiar things are the real key. Have you ever wondered maybe the strength we're looking for in old age isn't hidden in the gym or in expensive supplements, but right there in a warm bowl of chicken feet soup, the kind our mothers and grandmothers used to make? Do you want me to keep going and translate the rest of the points, like the white rice warning exercise, fish skin broth, etc., into the same conversational English style, so you'll have a complete script ready? Here's the translation of that section into spoken style English, natural and conversational, like a doctor talking directly to older viewers. There's a habit I see all the time with my patients. They'll spend hours simmering a rich pot of bone broth or chicken feet soup, and then sit down with a big bowl of white rice on the side. They believe that's a complete meal and that it'll keep them full. But the truth is very different. Here's what most people don't realize. White rice has a very high glycemic index, actually higher than pure sugar. When you eat it together with collagen-rich foods like fish skin soup or chicken feet broth, your blood sugar spikes. And that spike blocks your body from absorbing the valuable amino acids and collagen. Instead of fueling your muscles, it gets stopped at the door. I remember one of my patients, Margaret. She was 87. She came to me frustrated, saying, "Doctor, I drink bone broth every single day. 6 months now, and I still feel weak." When I dug deeper, I found out she always paired it with a bowl of white rice. I asked her to switch, drop the rice, and try quinoa and vegetables instead. Just 3 weeks later, she came back laughing. "You know, now I can open a jar of jam easier than I can open my fridge door." Does that sound familiar to you? Maybe you've always thought white rice was harmless, but sometimes the most familiar foods are the ones quietly stealing away the strength you've worked so hard to build. Ang komun toy dich tipi for collagen kandikim bandong ni sang tieng an voi kong fong kach ne kong. Here's that section translated into spoken style English, warm and conversational, like a doctor explaining to older viewers. I want you to picture this collagen is like having the best bricks in the world to build a strong house. But if those bricks just sit in the warehouse, the house never gets built. Your body works the same way. Collagen only does its job when it has a builder, and that builder is movement. Many of my patients, especially after age 65, come to me and say, "Doctor, I drink chicken feet broth every day, but my muscles are still weak." And when I ask more questions, I find out they hardly walk, they don't exercise, they just sit around the house. So yes, they're taking in collagen, but their muscles never get the signal to use it. The good news is it doesn't take heavy exercise. Just 20 minutes of walking outside, a few gentle yoga stretches in the morning, or even using a light resistance band. These small actions send a clear message to your body. Hey, we need repair, we need to build muscle. That's when collagen goes to the right place, strengthening your muscles and supporting your joints. Have you ever noticed how after a simple walk, your body feels warmer, lighter, almost more alive? That's your muscles opening the door, inviting collagen to get to work. And that's why I always tell my patients drinking collagen is good, but movement is the real key to turning it into lasting strength. Ang komuan toy dich TP5. Collagen tudaka sangting ang kong voi jiong ke chuyen tu nien ne de kichbankwa and lien mak Hong Kong. Here's that section translated into spoken style English. Warm, reflective, and easy for older viewers to connect with. Let me take you back for a moment. Think about the old days when families would cook fish soup at home. Most people didn't care much for the fish skin. Some even threw it away. But here's the surprising truth that very fish skin is a treasure, and modern science is only now giving it the recognition it deserves. 1 cup of fish skin broth from salmon, cod, or other ocean fish can give you about 12 to 15 grams of collagen. And this type of collagen is absorbed by the body 1.5 times more efficiently than most others. On top of that, it's rich in omega-3s and selenium nutrients that calm inflammation and help your body recover faster after activity. I remember a Japanese patient of mine who told me she had been drinking fish skin broth since she was young, just as part of her family tradition. By the time she reached her 70s, while many of her friends struggled with weakness, she was still walking every morning and climbing stairs without holding the railing. And science agrees. A study in Japan found that older adults who drank fish skin broth daily gained on average over 3 pounds of muscle in just 6 months. Doesn't it make you wonder sometimes the real strength of old age isn't hidden in some fancy new supplement, but in the simple foods our grandparents already knew? Fish skin collagen isn't some brand new secret. It's an old gem rediscovered and confirmed by science, reminding us that the human body can be nourished in simple, timeless ways. Angkom toy dik tipi 6, din duong bo tro de collagen fat hoi hu kwasang ting ang kong theo gyong kichuyen ne de mak script noi lian luan kong. Here's that section translated into spoken style English, natural and relatable, like a doctor sharing with older patients. You know, collagen is like a strong rope that holds your muscles and joints together, but that rope can't weave itself. It needs helping hands, and those helpers are the vitamins and minerals that go along with it. I often tell my patients you can drink all the collagen you want, but without vitamin C, zinc, copper, or magnesium, your body can't really lock that collagen into your muscles and bones. It's like trying to build a house with bricks, but no cement. The wall just won't stand strong. I had a patient 68 years old who drank chicken feet broth every single day. Yet he kept complaining, "Doctor, my muscles still feel weak and loose. I don't feel stronger at all." When I looked closer at his diet, I realized he hardly touched vegetables or fruit, just meat and starches. So I suggested he add an orange, a few slices of bell pepper, maybe a handful of pumpkin seeds to his meals. And the amazing thing? After just a few months, he felt more energetic, he slept deeper, and even said his joints weren't cracking as much. Have you ever pushed aside the plate of vegetables at dinner thinking it didn't really matter? The truth is, those small things are often the key. They're what help collagen find the right place in your body so it can truly keep your strength steady as you age. Ang komuan toy dich TP7 kan bao ru biavadet zong koi sang tieng ang kong voi fong kach ke chuyen tu nyen ne de hoan tien tonbo script kong. Here's that section translated into spoken style English, natural and heartfelt, like a doctor sharing with older viewers. There's something many people think is harmless, a small glass of wine before bed, or a few crispy strips of bacon with breakfast. But let me tell you honestly, once you're past 60, those innocent little habits can become silent wreckers of your strength. Just 1 glass of alcohol taken close to bedtime can cut your body's ability to use collagen for muscle building by up to 37%. I had a patient, Robert, 82 years old. Every night he faithfully drank his chicken feet broth, but he was still getting weaker. The reason, he always followed it with a shot of whiskey to help him sleep. When he stopped within 6 weeks, his grip strength went up more than 20%, and his whole body felt stronger. And then there's bacon, the classic American breakfast food. It's packed with salt, nitrates, and phosphates. When those mix with collagen in your soup, they create nitrosamines compounds that not only damage muscle, but can also hurt your heart. I'll never forget Dorothy, 85, who loved sprinkling bacon bits into her fish skin broth every morning. After a few months, her joint pain got worse and her blood pressure spiked. Only when she swapped the bacon for simple grilled chicken with herbs did she finally feel lighter and stronger again. You see, sometimes it's the foods we enjoy most that quietly steal away our strength in old age. So if you're serious about keeping your muscles firm and your independence strong, let collagen walk hand in hand with vegetables, fruit, clean fish, and lean meats, not with wine or bacon. Ang komontoy dik tip luon don ket kichban sang ting an voi fong kach van noi de hoan chin tronbo script kong. Here's the closing section translated into spoken style English, warm and inspiring, like a doctor wrapping up a heartfelt talk with older viewers. So you see, real strength in our later years doesn't just come from the gym or from expensive pills. It comes from the simple choices we make every day: a bowl of fish skin broth, a few chicken feet simmered into soup, a plate of fresh vegetables, a ripe orange, and the patience to take one small step at a time. I've seen so many of my patients go from feeling that old age only meant weakness to discovering new strength and confidence just by making these small, simple changes. And I truly believe you can do the same. Ask yourself this when you turn 70. Do you want your days to be filled with fatigue and dependence, or do you want to be able to stand tall, walk outside, laugh with your grandchildren, and live every moment fully? The answer is in your hands starting today. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe so I can keep sharing more real stories and practical tips with you. Because the journey to staying strong and healthy in later life isn't one you have to walk alone. I'll be right here with you. And remember this, your body deserves to be cared for, and every single day is another chance to rebuild your strength from within. I believe in you.